The Lakers need a lot of help, and their struggles, not big news to anybody here. LA is still looking for a new head coach. It was reported yesterday that Phil Jackson's going to serve a significant role in finding the Lakers' next head coach. Phil's one of the great coaches of all time. He is not one of the great general managers, front office people of all time. Not even close. In his 39 months with the Knicks, he hired Derek Fisher. He was interested in Luke Walton, had Kurt Rambis, and he hired Jeff Hornacek. Fisher and Horney would combine to give New York 4 straight lottery picks and a winning percentage under .430. L.A. has more talent on their roster than the Knicks had, but if Laker fans feel like Phil Jackson's involvement in the coaching search is automatically going to guarantee a great hire, you might want to think again. They should have hired Ty Lue, and then this wouldn't be an issue. Frank Vogel helped them win a championship. He was sent packing. Is Mike Brown coming in? Is Doc Rivers coming in? But just because you have Phil Jackson helping out, there's certain people who do certain things really well. And Phil was able to coach superstars, personalities, not hire people. I wondered if the Lakers would look at Phil when the season ended. I even said on the show, if I'm the Lakers, I at least ask Phil if he's interested in coaching. But, you know, at his age, with his health, he's going to have an advisory role here with Jeannie Buss. Phil Jackson's 76.
Dang.
But the Lakers looking at finding somebody who can come in, the first thing I would say is, what are you asking that coach to do? Is he going to develop young talent? Can he handle the egos? Is Westbrook going to be there? Is LeBron going to re-sign there? What do you do with Anthony Davis? That's what I need to find out, because I don't care Phil Jackson's acumen. If you don't know what you want from your coach, because you might have a coach who's good with veterans. Okay, what about the younger players? Are you going to develop the younger players? And I think that's a key component of who you're going to bring in here. Because right now, who's going to stand up to LeBron? What do you do with Russell Westbrook? How do you motivate Anthony Davis? How do you develop some of the younger players? It's hard to find the one person who can do all those things, because I don't think LeBron ends his career in Los Angeles. Westbrook is not going to end his career in Los Angeles. Anthony Davis, probably going to be there for a little while. But I get the feeling LeBron knows when the writing's on the wall. Knew that in Cleveland, knew that in Miami, knew what he could do in Los Angeles. And it feels like he's exhausted. The West is stacked. Think about it. Golden State, Memphis, Phoenix, Denver's going to be good, you know, when people get healthy. Utah is probably in a reload, not rebuild, but you do have some talent there. And if I'm LeBron and I look around and I go, how do I win another championship? Because that's what this is all about for him. How do I win a championship? You're not going to win it with that group. I don't care if you bring back Red Auerbach from the dead. You're not winning. You're not going to win a championship. You're not even close. I think Dallas adds one more piece. I mean, Dallas is already better than the Lakers. Look at the number of teams that are better than the Pelicans. Zion comes back. They're better than the Lakers. So you start to look at the pecking order there. And if you're LeBron, I truly think that he would love to end up with the Cavaliers. I think it makes sense if he could get his son to play there. And he does love the young talent there, and rightfully so, because LeBron listens to this show. As I told everybody at the beginning of the year, keep an eye on Cleveland. They're a playoff team. LeBron's probably looking at Darius Garland. His good buddy Kevin Love is still there. You've got some, really great young talent. Evan Mobley is there. The question is, I don't think that owner likes him, and LeBron doesn't like that owner. But other than that, I could see LeBron ending up someplace else, probably Cleveland. But Phil Jackson, they're talking about him coming in. And look, there's talk in Los Angeles, or in LeBron circles, about this topic right here. Does he stay? He wanted to get Russell Westbrook traded. But he didn't want to tell Russell Westbrook that he was the person who was saying he wanted to get him traded. So there's a lot of things that are going on there. But that was big news that Phil Jackson is going to be an advisor on them hiring a new head coach. Doesn't seem like they're getting Nick Nurse from the Toronto Raptors. That was another on their wish list. Does Doc Rivers help you? All right. Well, what's Doc done? What's he done since the '08 Celtics? Big disappointments. But that's one of those topics that's here. It's simmering. But at some point, I think you're going to start to see breadcrumbs into what they're going to do and how does that affect LeBron James. Yeah, Paulie.
The people I feel bad for are Lakers fans who wake up this morning and they see they're on their Twitter or their feed or their TV or radio, and they hear the words Phil Jackson, ... coaching, ... Lakers, and then they find out he's helping the search for the next coach of the Lakers. You know, that could be when you're waking up in the morning.